Namaste students. In the last lecture we have studied about simple permanent tissue, that is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. All these three are known as supporting tissue because they provide support to the plant body. Now the next two simple permanent tissue which we will study today are epidermis and cork. These are known as protective tissue as they provide protection to the plant body. First of all, we will study about epidermis. In each and every part of the plant, it is covered on outer side by a layer known as epidermis. So, epidermis is the outermost layer of cells of various body organs in plants such as root, stem, leaves, flower, fruit. Or you can say in each and every part of the plant, it is covered on outer side by a layer known as epidermis. Epidermis, it is made up of single layer of cells. And cells of epidermal tissue, they are compactly arranged. You can see in the diagram, these are compactly arranged, single layer of cells, and no intercellular space is present in between the cells. Now, the epidermal cells, you can see they are flat and their outer and side walls, they are thicker than the inner wall. The layer which is exposed to the outer side, that is known as outer wall, and these are the side walls, and this is the inner wall. So the outer and side walls are more thick as compared to inner wall. It is not demarcated in the diagram, but yes, outer and side walls, they are more thick as compared to the side walls. The epidermal cells, they are living. It means epidermis, it is made up of living cells which contain nucleus, cytoplasm and vacuole. The epidermal cells on aerial part of the plant like stem, leaves, they secrete, these epidermal cells on outer side, they secrete a waxy water resistant layer known as cuticle. And this cuticle, you can see, this is the dark green portion, this is the cuticle. And cuticle, it is very thick in xerophytic plants to reduce transpiration because it is a waxy layer, waterproof layer, so it reduces the transpiration. That's why it is more thick in xerophytic plants. Do you remember xerophytic plants? Yes, the plants which are present in desert areas. Now, the cells of the epidermal leaves, they are not continuous. In the leaves, epidermis of leaves is not continuous. At some places, it has a pore present known as stomata. In your junior classes, you have studied about stomata. So, pores are present in the epidermis of the leaves known as stomata, and these stomata, they are guarded by a pair of kidney shaped cells known as guard cells. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now, in case of roots, plant root, the epidermal cells, they have hair like structures known as root hairs, which greatly increase surface area for absorption of water and mineral. So it was general about the epidermis. Have you seen carrot? Small thread like structures are present on the outer surface of carrot. Those are the root hairs, and root hairs increase surface area for absorption of water and minerals. Let's revise once again about epidermis. Epidermis, it is the outermost layer of the plant body and it is made up of single layer of cell. These cells are living, compactly arranged and no intercellular space is present between them. Epidermal cells, they are flat and their outer wall and side wall is thicker than the inner layer. These epidermal cells, they secrete a waxy substance on the outer side to form a water resistant layer known as cuticle. Now let's study about the function of epidermis. Epidermis, as it is a protective tissue, so it protects all the parts of the plant from mechanical injury and infection by parasitic fungi. Second, it protects the plant against water loss, that is cuticle. With the help of cuticle, epidermis, it cuts the rate of transpiration and evaporation of water, so it protects the plant against the loss of water. Third, stomata present in the leaves help in gaseous exchange and transpiration. Next and the last, root hairs present in the roots help in absorption of water and mineral. With this, epidermis is complete. So, epidermis, it is present in all parts of the plant body and it protects the plant from the external environment, from mechanical injury and infection.